everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was challenged by Julie Stine, S-T-I-N-E, and her YouTube channel is her name, Julie Stine, so I'll link her channel below. But I was tagged by her to do the 10 Crafty Questions challenge. So I'm going to answer the 10 questions for you, and then I will tag 4 more channels when I'm finished. So I have my notes here. That's why I'm looking down. My name, Dawn Meadows is my name, but my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and my Etsy store are all under TheBookVandalShop, and it's all one word, all smushed together. But yeah, my name's Dawn Meadows. I do have my own personal Facebook and Instagram accounts under my name, but that's my name. My YouTube name, like I just told you, is TheBookVandalShop, all one word. And how did I come up with that name? Well, when I first started making junk journals, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, I was gutting books at the time. Really, I was just using them for the covers because I hadn't got to the point where I was making my own covers on my own yet. So I was gutting books, and my family kind of flipped out a little bit. They were like, "You're vandalizing those books. You're a book vandal. You're a book vandal." So the name just kind of stuck. And so when I decided I was going to open an Etsy store and start social media accounts for that, it was the obvious choice. So my family still calls me the Book Vandal, and when they see me tearing up books, which mostly now I'm not using them for the covers, I'm using them more for the pages and the illustrations and whatnot inside now. But when they see me doing that, they still call me the Book Vandal. So, I don't know. My favorite craft. Well, honestly, my favorite craft is probably something with yarn, thread, embroidery, crocheting. I loved doing cross stitch, those kind of things. Because they're portable. I can take them in the car with me, or I can sit in the doctor's office and do those. So it's a little more portable than what I'm doing now as far as making books, unless I'm taking long fussy cutting or something like that. But I don't do hardly any of that needlework type stuff anymore because it hurts my hands so much doing that fine work. So I can't hardly crochet for even an hour before my hands are just killing me. So that's probably my favorite craft. Favorite shop for crafts. Well, I hate to shop. I really do hate to shop. I mean, I will go in a craft store and I'll look around, but usually I'm going in to get what I know I need. So, and I really don't have a favorite shop for crafts because paper crafting is what I do now. And Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Joann's have all drastically reduced their paper crafting sections so much that, you know. So I look online for things when I'm needing something. We have terrible thrift shops and Goodwills and stuff in my area, so I really don't find anything there anymore. I do occasionally make it to an antique mall and I look around at any antique stores I can, and that's usually just to find vintage lace and trims, things like that, or books and papers that I want to incorporate. So 5 YouTube channel favorites. Okay, I hate doing that because I have so many that I really enjoy, and I enjoy them for different reasons. So there's certain people that I like to watch when I'm looking for good tutorials. There's certain people I like to watch when I just want to turn them on in the craft room and craft along with, like, just listen to them. You know, I may not even watch what they're doing. I just like to listen to them talk. And then there's some people that I like to watch just because I like to see their journal flip throughs. So I kind of don't like that question, but 5 that I watch quite a bit, like I never ever miss one of their videos, and I'm going to list those right now. But it also includes the 4 I'm going to tag at the end. I really enjoy their channels too. So it's kind of all of them together. But the 5 that I have to say are my favorite, like I said, I never miss any of their videos. I've watched every one of their videos. Would be April with Pink Oddbird, Priscilla with Release the Craftin, Gina Wiseman with the Firefly Studio 7, Allie the Cockney Crafter. And Allie is one of those where our styles are not exactly very similar, but I love to turn her on in the craft room when I'm crafting. So I love just her accent, okay? So being an American, that Cockney accent is just, it's fun to listen to. So I love listening to Allie when I'm in the craft room. And then Laura with the Papered Soul. She has some really awesome tutorials. So those are probably my 5 favorites, besides the ones I'm going to tag. My favorite color. My favorite color is blue. Any shade of blue. Blue, blue, blue. I'm actually wearing a pink shirt today, which is surprising because almost everything in my wardrobe is blue. And my eyes are blue. Favorite craft tools. Okay. My Cutter Bee scissors. I can't live without these little guys. I've not actually had them very long, but now that I've had them, I will never be without them. And I'll probably go buy another pair or 2 when they're on sale or when I've got a coupon, in case I never can find them again. These makeup brushes are one of my newer favorite things for doing ink blending. These are not the really, really expensive ones. These are the ones from Amazon. And the exact ones these are, if you want to look for them, is on, hang on, I gotta think about it. I think it was on Mrs. Cog's Crafts on her YouTube channel. Pretty sure it was her. I followed that link to find the exact ones. So these are the cheapy ones, and they've been fabulous. The next thing, ooh, I don't know if I can get it in the camera, is my big self-sharpening paper trimmer. And so that's one of my favorites. But a lot of people have said they don't think it's very accurate when you're cutting past this fold. Here, let me turn it around. Once you fold it out, a lot of people have said they don't think it's very accurate here. And that is because when you set it down on the counter, this part here kind of dips down a little bit. I can't get it in the camera that way. So I've just found it, if you just stick, I usually just stick a couple of my acrylic blocks, you know, that you put clear stamps on. Let's see if I got one right here in the drawer in front of me. It's all grungy, but I usually just stick a couple of these underneath the leg, and it props that up enough that it makes it accurate again. And then probably my new favorite crafty tool is my printer that I hated. If you watched my videos before, my Epson EcoTank printer, I had so many troubles with that when I first got it, and now I wouldn't live without it. So I actually took my videos down because we're all sorted now, and I've got it all figured out on what I was doing wrong and all that, and suggestions from everybody on how to get it to do what I wanted it to do. Those worked. So it's my new buddy. We're crafting besties now. So I love my Epson EcoTank. My love of crafting, where did my love of crafting come from? Probably my mom and my grandmother. So growing up, when I was a kid, my mom was always piddling with some craft or another, especially usually at Christmas time. She always had some kind of craft she was doing, making Christmas ornaments, or her famous toy soldiers she would make out of flower pots. Everybody in the family, I think, ended up with one of those. So I might not have always joined in what she was doing, but I watched her, and I don't know, I guess it sparked an interest. I was always coloring, drawing, doing something artistic growing up. And then when I got out of the house and got married, the first thing I bought was a sewing machine. which I still use. So I've owned the sewing machine 21, 22 years now. My Singer sewing machine, and it's still going. It was probably 20 years old when I bought it 21 years ago. So it's actually probably older than me. But yeah, so I bought that sewing machine, and I just started going to town, making anything and everything. And yeah, so my love of crafting probably came from my mom. When did I first start crafting? Like I said, I was always peddling around with something when I was a kid, but I guess I started paper crafting probably 20 years ago. That was back when all we had was colored cardstock and maybe some decorative edge scissors and a glue stick, and you know, yeah, those first scrapbooks. I still have them. They're kind of almost embarrassing to look at now, but so I guess I should say I started paper crafting about 20 years ago. And my favorite crafts so far. Okay, that's kind of an odd question. It seems like what I've already covered. So I love paper crafting and needlecraft, like I said before. I guess as far as like paper crafting right now, what is my favorite thing to do now within this realm? Maybe that's what the question means. I love making envelopes, and I really like making covers, book covers. Those are probably my two favorite things to do within this paper crafting realm. My least favorite is probably making tags. I don't know. I'm not a tag making person. Okay, I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's it. Okay, so who am I tagging? I am tagging these 4 women. Lisa McCarthy, who is kind of my crafting bestie, besides my Epson printer. Kidding. Lisa and I probably talk almost every day. So she's a really great friend of mine, and I enjoy her channel a lot too. So I am tagging you, Lisa. She has a Body, Mind, Spirit store on melodymade.com. She's a vendor on there. And then her YouTube channel, which I will link below, is Sirius, Sirius, and then Heka, Heka. So Sirius like the constellation. So I'll link her channel below. I am tagging Michelle with Country Morning Creations. Michelle is a sweetie. And we never get to see her face. So Michelle, if you're watching, tag, you're it. I am also tagging Jeanne with Sew It Themes. I'll put her channel below too. She has a very enjoyable channel. I like hers too. And Martyna, and her channel is called Tynkiella. Martyna has some beautiful, beautiful work. I follow her on YouTube also, but I actually pay more attention to her Instagram channel. I mean, I watch her videos on YouTube, but I love her Instagram pictures. So Martyna with Tynkiella. Okay, ladies, your turn. I'm tagging them below. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Yeah, I think this is the first time you've ever seen my face in a video. And it's probably going to be the last. So, all right, guys, take care. Happy crafting. Good to see you. Bye.